football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense takes the field to start this game off. This crowd ready to make its presence known. RPO complete to open the drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
At the 36. Giving up for first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Off the RPO complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that's correct.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way. And the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline. But great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Immediately fires to the middle. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Thompson. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get him.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and fired complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position. Third down, now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The RPO, it's complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Shoots it to the left. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, We're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So going for it on 4th down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Completes it in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Robinson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He has 60 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. With the catch, it's Thompson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. It's caught. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it off. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Simmons. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Finding open areas. He's got 67 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the... Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have... let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On his way back from the 20. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using his legs, it's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Spits it out to the back. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play call...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Buying some time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, plays over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Welch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
To the air on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Back to throw, it's Simmons. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice move to keep running. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's deep.
There he goes. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Picks up 1. And 1st down for the offense.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. It's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Stop. The 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Newton. He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Woods.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a micro...